Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
Yeah, as a result, Roach, I know, hold left shift to counter while moving, I get it. Okay, fine, you want to move, we shall move. Hold left shift to counter. Vesemir, let's go. Let's see if we can find Yennefer. Gallop, press twice, hold left shift. Yeah, double press and hold left shift while moving to gallop.
War is
Okay,
not
got
exactly
that.
going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Yeah, but at the same time, not sure if Radovid is to be trusted. I mean, wasn't Radovid who kinda started the whole exodus of the mages, the entire witch hunting stuff from last game? I think that was Radovid. Anyway, monster near the water. That's drowners, definitely drowners. But currently, not our problem. At least for now. Anyway, let us continue and let's see where Yennefer is.
We going? Help me! Help!
What is that? Whatever it is, oh, Vesemir. Okay, that thing is big. And strong enough to lift a horse. Oh boy. Are you okay?
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Fun.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't own us a thing. We could use a few crowns. Okay, we could use a few crowns, true, but you just lost your horse. Honestly, you can better use it. You don't own us a thing.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail?
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yeah, a woman, but honestly, I doubt you'd know who we're talking about.
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there? Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Sounds like a wise idea. Quested, lilac and gooseberries. You will live though, Vesemir. Yeah. Bestiary. A new entry has been added to the bestiary. Press backspace to open menu and read it. Backspace or enter. Let's see. Glossary. Bestiary. Entries in the bestiary provide additional information about monsters, including tips and strategies for how best to fight them. Yeah. Press escape to close bestiary. Yeah, I got that. Okay, so you are weak against grape shot bombs, hybrid oil. I have never fought a griffin before. An art. Aye, half eagle, half tomcat. Just like on the Lord's crest. Except this one was carrying me dead cow instead of a scepter. Griffin attack witness. Name unknown. Griffins were once only found high in the mountains, where they would hunt marmots and wild goats. When humans encroached on their lands, however, griffins soon discovered a new source of much more plentiful and easier caught prey. Cows, sheep, and shepherds. Though still wary of main roads and towns, where folk with the means to hire a witcher are like to dwell, these half-eagle, half-wildcat creatures have gone from rarities to oft-encountered pests known throughout the northern realms. And especially hated are the subspecies known as the royal griffins and the arch griffins. Fun. And this one seems to be a problem right over here. Will you be okay though, by the way?
Greetings.
Yeah, you will be okay. Alright, in which case, when on a road, hold left shift without steering to automatically follow its path. The horse won't lose stamina while using... Okay, that is brilliant.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here, near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, who knows? Notice boards? Maybe there's a contract out for it. Because if so, Wosong Bridge. If there's a contract out for it, we are witchers and we could use the money, especially since we just turned down a few crowns apparently. So, which also makes me wonder, previously we used orans, I believe? So crowns are the currency for Nilfgaardian areas maybe? Anyway, populated areas, you're nearing a village, don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft, and also won't look kindly on you accosting others. I'm sorry, are you telling me that I have to pay attention right now that I don't steal?
Both yes and no. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but as you'll soon see, what is defined as stealing is a bit of a grey area here, and unlike what we're used to from the previous games.
Because that's basically what I did in Witcher 1 and 2, I looted everything and wasn't bolted down. Local residents often erect notice boards near settlements such as villages and cities. These are marked on your map. Examine them and learn about contracts, work for witches, and local happenings. Yeah, we will.
Move it!
But I'm not sure if I like the whole you can't steal. I'm gonna have to see if there's something that I can notice from you can't do something or you can do something. Because if I have to pay attention to every single object that's around the area, like right now if I take a look around, okay, who just called me a freak? You. Okay, moving on. I can see bushes, I can see boxes. Seriously, what is considered stealing? What is not considered stealing? Because I need my resources.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now. arse it is.
Be careful what you say. I know it's hard to accept, but you will get more trouble like this. Best to just play nice.
What? Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
I was not planning to.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Unfortunately.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Dialogue shops options marked with the bag will open the shop panel. Thank you. Okay, let's start with place seems pretty busy.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
That is very true. Yeah, if Nilfgaard indeed took over these areas, the northern kingdoms are in shambles. And will everyone just accept Nilfgaardian rule like this? Anyway, do you happen to know if there's a contract on the Griffin by any chance?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
I mean, there has got to be something in it for us, be it coin because people want us to kill the Griffin, or because it might be guarding some ancient secret treasure. But just killing it for killing's sake? Nah. Anyway, we're looking for a woman. Hopefully you might have heard something.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Seems like a good idea. Dialogue ending conversations. Dialogue marked with that will end the conversation. I will keep that in mind. In the meantime, you said food and drink were on the house?
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Shops buy and sell items using the shop panel. Double click on the item, purchase it, press escape to close shop panel. Got that. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I forgot that Gwent was a thing. Okay, so I have heard about Gwent. I have played 1 or 2 rounds of Gwent with the separate card game that CD Projekt Red released a few years ago. But most of the cards didn't mean anything to me because at that point in time I had just begun playing The Witcher 2, I believe, or I even had to still play The Witcher 2. Can't even remember. Anyway, that's going to be a thing, which is brilliant. Okay, weapons, torch. I'm gonna have to pay. Also, I think this is something related to a mod that I'm using. Potatoes normally cost 34. She has 10 for sale, so a total of 340. Normal price for potatoes should be 8 gold. So apparently she's selling these potatoes for a lot more than they are originally worth. I am not sure if I'm going to keep that on here, but I might. Whatever the case may be, though, I need to pay for everything. Do I have food? I've got roasted chicken leg. Do I need more? Vodka? Alcoholist? Not entirely sure. I will take... that's bloody expensive. You know what? I don't really have a lot of gold to spare right now, so it's okay like this. Thank you very much. Thanks for everything.
Thanks for everything.
Which means I think it's time to ask the locals to know if they know about lilac and gooseberries.
Help you bandage that up?
Please, I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Have you seen us? I mean, merely by walking in, we've drawn all the attention we could possibly get. The only thing we could do to draw even more attention would be to draw our swords. But, personally, not really what we want. Anyway, greetings. I have a feeling that you might be able to help me out.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Really? I get it. I'm an outcast, I'm a stranger, I'm a witcher, but I'm here to help, maybe? Dialogue Axie. Options marked will make use of the Axie sign. This sign influences people's minds, causing them to act according to your will. To charm more stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist during the conversation, invest in the delusion ability in the character panel. Oh, I like the sound of that. Okay, just wanna talk now. Waste of words. Honestly, I loved doing this in The Witcher 2, so... talk.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh, and I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Interesting. Okay, that is interesting. That is really interesting. I am used to actually just being a sneaky sign that would sneakily affect someone's minds. It's wide open right now. Others can notice when I'm doing it. Ooh, I might have to pay attention to that. Stuff is no longer the same. Meanwhile...
There are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each suit has its own face cards. There are also special cards.
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in noggin.
Honestly, yeah, Gwent has a fair few rules. And... I guess we will eventually get to it. Gaunter O'Dim, greetings.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like that.
Everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
You know what? Sure, free drink.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
I did not say her name.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
That's useful. How do you know Yennefer?
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course.
Of course.
The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Yeah, okay. You know who I am. Which makes me wonder, who might you be?
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
Mirror merchant, interesting. Useful for nobility indeed. Were mirrors created with silver in these times? I can't fully remember. But, interesting profession. But you know who I am. Again, Master Dandelion.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
Seriously, Dandelion, it just... But, okay, you know about Yennefer. Do you know where she is?
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
I mean, often it's about love, and in this case, let's say it's complicated, because apparently Yennefer and I were a couple in the past, but then we lost our memory, we got split apart, Yennefer got into the hands of Nilfgaard, and we got abducted by the Wild Hunt. Or Yennefer got abducted by the Wild Hunt, we saved her, both of us lost our memories, Yennefer went into Nilfgaardian hands, and we basically went to Kaemorn or something, I'm not entirely sure, but ever since that, we did not know what happened, we did not know about our past, we did not know about Yennefer in the first place, we did not know that we were a couple and that we were in love. Are we still in love? Like, we have regained our memory, but a lot has happened in between, so... In a manner of speaking, I guess it is about love. But I'm not entirely sure in what direction it's going to go, if it's going to be an entire breakup or a get-together.
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
Do you know
We men
where?
of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
If you're willing to pay. After all, I am a witcher. Although, to be fair, I guess it is entirely dependent on what kind of help he needs, because if it's something as simple as, hey, could you help me push this cart for a little bit, that's something different than, hey, there's this griffin, can you kill it for free, please, thank you very much, welcome, that kind of stuff. Yeah, no. Anyway, I had all kinds of tutorial stuff right now on how potions and all, or how to add things to all my equipment. So we're going to add the Tawny Owl, which is stamina regeneration in combat, 5% and only 30 seconds. So not brilliant, but I'll add it on top of here, which should be good. Now we also got a torch, what I just saw, emits a dim light, which I can put in my pocket. Thank you. Do we have anything else? We have the normal food. We also had Crystal Skull, item needed to complete a quest. Doesn't tell me much. And we have Yennefer's letter. Use A and D to switch between unread books and scrolls. Once read, they are added to the books panel in the glossary. Okay, dear friend, forgive me for not asking about your health or how you have been these last years. Time is very short. I have important news. We must meet, and soon. Ride to Willoughby near Vizima, and don't spare the horses. While I do eagerly await our reunion, I won't be able to wait eagerly, or otherwise very long. Your dear friend Yennefer. Yes, I still have the unicorn. I am really curious as to what the deal is with that. Like, we used it as a bit once? I don't know. Anyway, that is that. That is all the crafting materials. That is brilliant. Select the glossary, yeah, and then books and scrolls, which were over here. Books and scrolls, in this panel you can browse through the contents of all the books and scrolls you have found. Even if you later sell a book, its contents will still be available here. Thank you. On the left, books, yeah, brilliant. Got it. Thank you very much. Do we have any updates? No, we do not. Everything is fine, which means... I've got a bit of time to kill, I guess. I take it you were playing Gwent, mister?
What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Greetings.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppy.
The what? The horsewoman of war?
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Okay, interesting. Did the war make it to Novigrad yet?
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
Mm-hmm. The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Yet. I mean, there have been other big walled cities that were never penetrated before, but then all of a sudden they were, and nobody saw it coming. So, yeah. Anyway, why are you here?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Okay, go back to your books while you still can, write about war, what it's really like. On the one hand, if you value your life, you better go back to your books. On the other, write about war, what it's really like, because many think it is... It's glorified most of the time. Most often don't know the true horrors of war.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Definitely. Anyway, I guess that is it. I actually was kind of expecting you to possibly tell me about Gwent, but I guess not.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Honestly, okay, I was hoping for this. When you were playing Gwent, I wanted to do this. Dialogue Gwent. Options marked with cards will begin a game of Gwent. Alright, let's do this.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Do you want to begin the Gwent tutorial? I have played Gwent before, as I mentioned, but it has been a few years, and as a result, I don't know the rules that well anymore, so yes please. Welcome to Gwent. Gwent is an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. We will go first, and we have... okay, choose a card to redraw. Starting out, to begin you will draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use these wisely. Okay, got that. Unit card strength. This is a unit card. This is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates its strength. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. This unit's combat row. This icon indicates a row of the battlefield where the card can be played. Close combat, ranged combat, or siege. In this case, siege. And finally, unit card special ability. Some unit cards have special abilities. This Kedweni Siege Expert special ability is called Morale Boost, which grants +1 strength to all units in the same row. That's pretty good. Except for itself. Weather cards. Weather cards are a type of special cards. They reduce the strength of all cards of a given type on the battlefield, including your own. Frost goes against the close combat, fog against ranged, and torrential rain, I guess in this case, against siege engines. At the start of each game you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw. But let's skip that for now and go straight to playing. Yup, got it. Okay, so here's the battlefield, close combat, ranged artillery, opponent side. During each turn, a player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used only once during a battle. So, entire battle, not just a single match, but the entire match, game, thing. Trigger the special ability at any point by pressing X. Press enter to select the card from your hand, press enter again to place it on the battlefield. Okay, now what have we got? Can I take a look? Zoom? Can I zoom? Yeah. Leader ability, pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. Interesting. In the meantime, I guess... this is still a tutorial, I don't need to think too much. Let's put Siegfried of Denzel on the battlefield. Can we take you? Right over there. Brilliant. Okay, total strength. The number on the left by your icon shows your current total strength of the units. The number on the right shows the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played, and at the end of a round, the player with the highest total strength wins. During your turn, you can pass by holding down space. Once you pass, you cannot play any more cards during that round. Your opponent, however, can continue playing cards until he or she passes as well. You should pass when you are confident you can win with the units you have already in play, or to let your opponent win and save your cards for the next round. It's all about strategy. A round ends once both players have passed. The players then compare the total strength of the units to determine the winner. All cards on the battlefield are discarded and both players' total strength is reset to 0. That's fine, that's fine. Renault up, whoever the hell he was. No special abilities, that means we are currently equal. Why do I have such a weak unit in my deck? I mean, no special ability, just Redanian foot soldier. Yeah, I've bled for Redania, I've killed for Redania, damn it, I even... Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to use this anyway, so how about we just place it? See what you do. Maybe make you waste a big card. I was hoping for something bigger, but sure. Okay, how about we play Sabrina Glefsik here? Give me something big. You need to use a card of 4 or more. You're using more than I would like. I would like to keep these bigger cards, and especially the siege unit together with the ballista, because those can work together. Let's put you down. Oh, Biting Frost. Yeah, okay. That's not good. Okay, Biting Frost is more powerful than I thought it was. Set the strength of all close combat cards to 1 for both players. That's more powerful than I thought it was. I thought these cards just reduced it by 1 and not decrease it entirely. Anyway, you're making me win right now for this match. So I think I'm actually going to pass right here. Like this. I will lose. I'm aware. I was hoping for something bigger, but sure. The player who loses a round also loses a life gem. The game is over once the player has lost both life gems. Which means... Okay, we lost. That's fine. But that should mean that now we can win, right? This is tactics. Okay, I don't know what that is. Tight Bond. Place next to a card with the same name to double the strength of both cards. That's terrifying. How about we do something about that in the nearby future? First off, let me place Sheldon Skaggs down right over here. Okay, now I wonder. You place the fog down. That's bad. But no, not what I wanted. Set the strength of all to 1 for both players. If I place a unit down in the fog, does that decrease its strength as well, or does that not do something? It decreases it. Okay, I'm not happy about... I'm not happy about that. How about I do this, however? The colds should utterly destroy you. Right? Enter, apply, there we go. And that means... I'm losing. I'm actually... Oh, you passed. I've only got a siege unit over here. And my leader ability was... Impenetrable Fog. Just Impenetrable Fog. I don't need that. This is bad. This is bad. I'm winning, but this is bad. You've got 2 cards, I've got 2 cards. I'm going to lose this, aren't I? I'm definitely going to lose this. That's not good. What? Northern... I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but I got a card, and that's not going to help me. I mean... oh, wait. I got a power of 3 in total. I got a power of 3 in total, and this is going to ruin me. I'm so doomed here. I'm so doomed here. Please tell me you got nothing interesting. Okay, question. This is going to result in a draw. Or am I going to win this? I'm going to lose this. No, this... I am slightly confused about things. Like, you just placed a torrential rain, which means all siege combat cards to 1 for both players, but at the same time I'm still maintaining my siege combat card strength for the morale boost? There's a lot of little details which I'm not entirely too sure about, but I did win. And I guess currently that is what matters. Victory. There's no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. That's exactly what I did. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. Each deck also features its own heroes. Heroes are high value cards immune to the effects of special cards. These powerful cards can turn the tide of battle. Finding cards, acquire more powerful cards by completing certain quests or purchasing them from vendors. And yeah, we win. Brilliant. Still though, got some questions, but...
You've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
I'm still not entirely sure why my siege units actually maintained their strength at 2. Like, did the morale boost overrule the torrential rain? Not sure. Anyway, you've got a new Gwent card. If you want to examine it, open the game menu. Sultan Chive. Okay, quest updates. When one of your quests is updated, a notification will appear on the left side of the screen. If you're not currently tracking the updated quest, you can press 3 to start tracking it. Collect them all. Can I take a look? Secondary quest, collect them all. In his previous adventures, Geralt had gained fame as a master dice poker player. Yet, having mastered all challenges in this arena, he had no choice but to find another in which to garner more laurels. He thus decided to take up Gwent, and since he aimed to play at the highest levels, he felt he had to gather a complete collection of all the cards available, including some which could only be had by winning them off the best players around. I doubt I will ever complete this quest. Did something change here? No, this is all still the same. Okay, that's fine. I am actually looking for... a miraculous guide to Gwent. Not what I was talking about, but since we have it, uses magic to show the number of cards missing from your collection. Okay. The tome you hold in your hands, commissioned by the most gracious Duke de Berry, shall make use of magic most arcane to display which Gwent cards are currently missing from your collection. You need but open it and repeat in your mind, how about a round of Gwent? And the following shall appear. Velen, Novigrad, Skellige Isles, White Orchard, Royal Palace of Vizima, Kaer Morhen, number of new cards which can still be won from players of no particular renown or skill, 47. Okay, cool. Not entirely sure, but I guess. However, that's not what I'm looking for. I am looking for Gwent. Okay, apparently the key to getting to my Gwent cards is pressing H. Welcome to the Gwent deck builder. Gwent players use their own customized decks. Use this panel to manage your decks. Factions, we've got... you can build one deck for each of the 4 factions: Nilfgaard, Northern Realms, Monsters, and Scoia'tael. 1 and 3 to switch between factions. Each faction features a number of unique cards that encourage a different style of play. Each faction also has a faction perk. This is what we saw. Northern Realms grants an extra card after every victory round. This is what made me win this tutorial. Thank you very much, but that was scary. Nilfgaard wins any round that ends in a draw. Interesting. Scoia'tael decides to take the first turn of battle, and Monsters keeps a random unit card on the battlefield after each round. Ooh, that might be powerful. Okay, leader cards. Each deck has one leader. Press X to see the leaders available for the currently feud faction. Currently only Voltorn of Temeria. And press Enter to choose the highlight leader card. Each leader has a unique ability. Leader cards that you do not own are locked. They will be available for you once you acquire them. Yeah. Okay, your collection. All the cards you own which can be used with this faction are shown here. And cards currently in this faction's deck appear here. A deck must consist of at least 22 unit cards. It can also contain up to 10 special cards. You can include more than 22 cards in your deck, but remember that doing so decreases the chances of drawing your most powerful cards. Your deck is currently 2 unit cards short, as indicated by the red number, or 1. Building a full deck, you must move 2 unit cards from your collection on the left side to the faction's current deck on the right side. I will not put in the Redanian Foot Soldier because that one is worthless. Which means, Sultan Chive, can I added that card, yeah, that's good. Okay, you can now exit the deck builder by pressing escape. When in the deck builder before a match, press space to begin playing or escape to quit and forfeit the match. Got it. Sheldon, or no, Jarpen Singrin. Do I have any cards that I want to get rid of that are just too weak for me? Like the Redanian Foot Soldier, for example. Like even the poor bloody infantry is better than the Redanian Foot Soldier. Why? I do not know. Tight Bond. Place next to a card with the same name to double strength of both cards. I've got 2 of those, so that's already better. So how about you? Remove, you, add. It's not much, only 1 point, but it works. Which means that should be good. That's only... Do I have... This is my Northern Realms deck. I do not have any Monster, Nilfgaardian, or Scoia'tael cards. Except for Sultan. But I'm assuming that he is a normal card. And thus can be placed in every single deck. Okay, well. Also, what a waste for the cards to be dropped on the ground like this. How expensive were those cards, by the way, Elsa?
Something else you'll be needing.
Yeah, Gwent cards.
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
How expensive were these, like, decoy? It's only 20. That's 50, 20, 20. Okay, but that's... No, wait. I already have this card. Is there a... How many limits are there to the amount of cards you can have of the same? Did that say somewhere? Oh. By the way, Nilfgaardian is treating you well?
Nilfgaardian rule to your liking?
What's there to like? 'Tis the same as any other. They tax us, requisition this or that. But they do keep the peace in the village, I'll grant them that.
You don't mourn Temeria's passing?
I mourned it round half a year back, when King Foltest was cut down. Now I just want peace.
Understandable. Anyway, okay. I'm going to waste some money.
Under the counter?
Possibly. I want this Blue Stripes Commando. I know I already have this card, but I want to know if I can figure out how many I can have in the same deck. So, thank you.
Farewell.
Sorry. Again. Sorry. So I already had 2 Blue Stripe Commandos. Can I... I can. I think the limit in that case is 3 of the same units. Though it is still a guess, it might be even 4, but whatever the case may be, do I want to keep the 4 infantry units in that case? It's better than what I got. I'll keep it like this for the time being. 1 extra card can't hurt that much, I guess. Maybe. Nope, sorry, Jarpan, you need to go. Thank you very much. That shall be good enough for me. I will keep those Gwent cards of yours in mind, because I do want to have quite a few of them, because I do intend to play it.
Although the big guy is familiar with the rules of Gwent, it does not exactly give him an edge in matches, for his strategic skill can sometimes be subpar. However, there is always time for another round of Gwent.